Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are good बच्चे. Very good. So today we are going to cover this topic which is based on preposition. Observe the given paragraph carefully, underline the preposition you find in the paragraph and answer the question that follow. So पैराग्राफ को रीड आउट कर लेते हैं बच्चे और क्वेश्चन आंसर को भी रीड आउट जरूर करेंगे लेकिन आंसर आपको खुद से देने हैं. It was a pleasant day, so Mr. Kohli went for a long walk. He saw monkeys climb up and down the tree. He took the path that went down the hill to the lake below. There was a railing all around the lake. Mr. Kohli sat beside a woman on a wooden bench near the lake. He could see a boat with a white sail near the shore. He sat there till sunset. First question is here. Where did Mr. Kohli see the monkeys climbing? Where did Mr. Kohli sit near the lake? Where did Mr. Kohli see a boat with a white sail? You may have noticed from the all above that the words like on, under, near, behind, etc. are placed before a noun or a pronoun, connecting it to the some other noun or pronoun in the sentence. अब यहाँ पर देख लेते हैं बच्चे कि यहाँ पर preposition से relate करता हमारा चैप्टर है तो इसकी डिफाइन क्या होती है. preposition किसको बोलते हैं? A preposition is a word that explains the time, space or logical relationship between a noun or a pronoun and other parts of the sentence. For example, there is a new bridge over the river. The resort is beside the beach. In the above sentences, the colored words are preposition. So preposition बच्चे words होते हैं जो explain करते हैं time, space, logical relationship को जो sentence के अंदर दिया होता है कि noun के साथ, pronoun के साथ क्या रिलेशनशिप है हमारा अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द सेंटेंस के लिए. देन प्रेपोजिशन टाइप्स के अंदर पढ़ते हैं बच्चे. टाइप्स ऑफ प्रेपोजिशन कितनी तरह के होती हैं? देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ प्रेपोजिशन. फर्स्ट वन इज सिंपल प्रेपोजिशन. दे आर मेड अप ऑफ वन वर्ड. फॉर एग्जांपल एट, ऑफ, थ्रू, बाय, ऑफ, टिल, फॉर, ऑन, टू, फ्रॉम, आउट, अप, इन, राउंड, विद. This gift has come from my uncle. Please keep it on the table. The mouse bit at the nose of the lion and ran away. So यहाँ पर सिंगल या सिंपल प्रेपोजिशन आप बोल सकते हो उनका यूज किया गया है क्योंकि यहाँ पर सिंगल वर्ड इसके अंदर कंसिस्ट करता है ये. सेकेंड वन इज कंपाउंड प्रेपोजिशन. कंपाउंड के अंदर बच्चे दे आर फॉर्म्ड बाय जॉइनिंग टू वर्ड्स टुगेदर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अबाउट, amongst, beside, into, above, around, between, outside, across, before, beyond, underneath, along, behind, during, within, among, below, inside, without. एग्जाम्पल में देखते हैं किस तरह से हम इनको यूज कर सकते हैं. When the fox walked across the road, he saw the goat disappearing into the well. Is there something laying outside the door? Next one is बच्चे prepositional phrases. phrases पर based हैं ये. some preposition comprise phrases, so they are called prepositional phrases इनको बोलते हैं. some of the important ones are like along with, in accordance with, in case of, in comparison to, in course of, because of, in lieu of, on behalf of, by virtue of, in addition to, in favor of, in reference to, on account of, with a view to, with reference to, by dint of, in consequence of, according to, in order to, in spite of, in the event of, for the sake of, in compliance of, owing to, instead of, by means of, in place of, with regard to, etc. Please issue this check in favor of our school. In comparison to Ranjan, all other students stand now here. So यहाँ पर किस तरह से फ्रेजी प्रेपोजिशन का यूज किया गया सेंटेंस के अंदर तो आपने यहाँ पर देखा बच्चे. प्रेपोजिशन आर ऑफन यूज्ड फॉर द फॉलोइंग पर्पसेस के लिए यूज किया जाता है. लाइक प्लेस के लिए, टाइम हो गया, इस तरह से यूज किया जाएगा. तो प्लेस और टाइम के लिए हम किस तरह से देख रहे हैं बच्चे इनको. प्लेस, देयर इज समबडी एट द डोर. टाइम के लिए प्लीज कम टू मी एट 7 o'clock. एजेंसी, she wrote the letter with a pen. Manner, the little boy shouted with pleasure. Cause, she is suffering from fever. Value, milk is sold by the liter. Source, we have made this sweater from Kashmiri wool. सो यहाँ पर आपने देखा बच्चे अलग अलग तरीके से प्रेपोजिशन का यूज किया गया है अलग अलग पर्पस के लिए, डिफरेंट पर्पसेस के लिए। देन पिक योर ब्रेन के बेस पर बच्चे जो आपकी एक्सरसाइज है प्लेस टाइम को देखते हुए कंप्लीट करनी है। ऑप्शंस आपको दिए गए हैं। देन यहाँ पर एजेंसी, मैनर, कॉज, वैल्यू और इन पर बेस करते हुए एक्सरसाइज है खुद से करनी है। नेक्स्ट हमारा टॉपिक है बच्चे प्रेपोजिशंस, पोजिशंस एंड फंक्शंस। Generally, a preposition is placed before its object. You should run 4 times around the ground. The students must enter the gate before 7 a.m. The guest will come at 9 o'clock on Monday. Was the thief on the tree or behind the wall? Divide these candies among all those children. Can you look inside the window? We could complete this work within 8 days. They often go for a walk along the muddy track. A preposition can be put at the end of a sentence under the following situation. When relative pronoun is used as the object of a preposition. That is the pen, miss, which I was looking for. So यहाँ पर that is the pen तो बोला है, लेकिन कौन सा pen? I was looking for. This is the girl that he has written a letter to. That was the order which had to be complied with. An interrogative sentence के अंदर बच्चे what are you looking for? What are you aiming at? Which book is he talking about? What is Purvi listening to? In the passive sentence, prepositions are not separated from the verbs. The lead boy was buried in the ground. These things are hard to rely on. Functions of preposition. Functions के बारे में देखते हैं बच्चे किस तरह के फंक्शंस प्रेपोजिशन के अंदर यूज किए जाते हैं। सम प्रेपोजिशन शो द टाइम, फॉर एग्जांपल एट, अबाउट, आफ्टर, अराउंड, बिटवीन, बाय, ड्यूरिंग, फॉर, फ्रॉम, इन, टू, ऑन, पास्ट, सिंस, till, until, from, etc. She will come at 7 o'clock on Monday. They will come during the summer vacation. It is 7:30. Can you wait until he comes? Some prepositions show the place. For example, on, upon, at, from, beside, down, by, under, past, outside, across, round, within, inside, against, behind, in, along, over, opposite, into, about, up, near, above, etc. ये किसके लिए यूज किए जाते हैं बच्चे? प्लेस के लिए वर्ड, ठीक है, प्रपोजिशन है लेकिन प्लेस के लिए यूज की जाती है। एग्जाम्पल देख लेते हैं इनके सेंटेंस के अंदर। दिस ग्रेट मैन वॉज बोर्न एट चांदपुर इन कोलकाता। आवर स्कूल इज लोकेटेड बिहाइंड द पोस्ट ऑफिस नियर द बैंक। As you walk past the petrol pump, you will see a large building across the road. Come outside the house, somebody is there at the gate. Some prepositions show how people travel. For example, by, in, on, into, out of, on, onto, etc. You can come by train easily. Some people climbed onto the carriage quickly. He is coming in my car. A boy leaned out of moving bus. Some prepositions show how people do things or describe some things. For example, by, in, on, without, of, at, as, like, then, with, for, except, instead of, etc. एग्जाम्पल में देख लेते हैं बच्चे। The four men divided the treasure among them. This type of jacket is made from wool and cotton. There was an old man besides the young girl. The pit was dug by a worker with a shawl. So इस तरह से अलग अलग बेस पर यहाँ पर किसके थ्रू क्या काम हुआ है उसको शो करता है preposition. Some preposition show measures and rate के लिए, मेजर और रेट के लिए बच्चे यूज करते हैं by, at का यूज करते हैं। Bananas are sold by the dozen. Onions in being sold at 80 rupees a kilo. Preposition attached to words. Attached करते हुए किस तरह से words के साथ यूज करते हैं? Some nouns, verbs, adjectives are used with certain preposition as fixed expressions and this combination gives a particular meaning. Some of these have obvious meaning while many of these combinations have a metaphorical meaning. This also called phrasal verbs. It is also better to refer to good dictionary when in doubt about this type of combination. For example, women have to be gold to pass off for silver. Here the meaning is to be accepted as. They are evolved in the thing. Here the meaning is obvious. Here is a brief list of such words. वर्ड्स अटैच्ड विद इन के साथ जो होने वाले हैं, इनके साथ किनका यूज करते हैं, कौन कौन सी प्रेपोजिशन का, लाइक एब्जॉर्ब्ड इन, accomplished in, buried in, contained in, correct in, deficient in, delight in, efficient in, employed in, experienced in, indulged in, evolved in, lost in, take pride in, proficient in, skilled in. You are correct in saying the leader is corrupt. We must take pride in being Indians. Words attached with after. Aspire after, hanker after. He aspired after passing the IAS examination. Words attached with by. Abide by, close by. We should abide by the school rules. The railway station is just close by. Words attached with at के साथ जो यूज होते हैं बच्चे, like bark at, charge at, jeer at, laugh at, knock at, look at, mock at, stare at. You must not laugh at the poor. What did he stare at? Words attached with off. Come off, fall off, pass off, send off. The pack came off by itself. The outgoing members was given a memorable send off. Words attached with on के साथ, call on, comment on, decide on, deliberate on, depend on, embark on, feed on, impose on, insist on, rely on, resolve on, count on, sit on. You can call on me in the morning. You have recently embarked on a new scheme. Words attached with upon, depend upon, jump upon, look down upon, really upon, set upon, tell upon. The army set upon the enemy immediately. The rich must not look down upon the poor. Words attached with into, come into, inquire into, enter into a bargain, investigate into a matter, look into. The two businessmen entered into an agreement. You must look into the circumstances. Words attached with from, abstain from, debate from, derive from, differ from, differentiate from, escape from, free from, protect from, refrain from. You must abstain from all types of evils. Let us free the country from all types of corruption. Words attached with for, affection for, anxious for, apologize for, aspire for, care for, cut out for, design for, desire for, eager for, eligible for, famous for, feel for, good for, grateful for, hope for, notorious for, need for, proper for, qualified for, ready for, renowned for, sent for, sorry for, sufficient for, useful for, wish for. Do you aspire for the post of the chairman? I am grateful for this favor. Words attached with over, crow over, run over. An old man was run over by a bus. Words attached with, acquainted with, affiliated with, agree with, bear with, busy with, compare with, compile with, contented with, covered with, disagree with, infected with, quarrel with, intimacy with, put up with, satisfied with, share with, side with, touched with. The country is affected with several evils. Please put up with the situation for a little longer. Words attached with of, on, account of, accuse of, apprise of, in, on, behalf of, beware of, case of, question of, certainty of, complain of, conclusion of, conscious of, consequences of, consist of, convicted of, deprive of, desires of, devoid of, favor of, fearful of, afraid of, fond of, greed of, guilty of, leo of, negligence of, place of, proud of, sick of, sure of, tolerant of, by, virtue of, weary of, worthy of. The principal was apprised of the situation. His statement is devoid of any substance. Words attached with to, asset to, acceptable to, access to, addicted to, adhere to, adjacent to, amenable to, attend to, applicable to, beneficial to, belong to, comparable to, conform to, contrary to, due to, detrimental to, devoted to, equal to, essential to, faithful to, hostile to, fatal to, immaterial to, inclined to, junior to, liable to, limited to, listen to, necessary to, obedient to, offensive to, opposite to, painful to, permanent to, prior to, profitable to, with reference to, related to, resemble to, responsible to, scared to, similar to, suitable to, true to, yield to. So यहाँ पर will it be acceptable to you, इस तरह से आप यूज करेंगे बच्चे सेंटेंस के अंदर. देन लिसन टू ऑल द कंडीशंस केयरफुली बिफोर यू साइन. सो आपने पूरे रूल्स सीखे बच्चे, और ये जितने भी रूल्स थे बच्चे जो आपने लास्ट पेज पर भी किए, तो इनको कंप्लीट करेंगे अच्छे से और इनको लर्न भी करेंगे, क्योंकि स्पेसिफिक है, इन्हीं के साथ अटैच करके इनका यूज किया जाता है. पिक योर ब्रेन के अंदर बच्चे आपने देखना है वर्क का जितना भी आपकी एक्सरसाइज है ऑप्शंस के साथ आपको मिला हुआ है, कंप्लीट करना है इसको. देन यहाँ पर भी आपकी एक्सरसाइज है बच्चे, इनको कंप्लीट करना है थोरली चैप्टर को समझते हुए, रीड आउट करते हुए. डोंट फॉरगेट टू कंप्लीट द एक्सरसाइज.